Coming up on Vegas Nation Game Day, the Raiders are back at Allegiant Stadium today as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. But the Bolts lost their star QB, and the Raiders could be looking to switch theirs at some point. Vegas Nation Game Day starts right now.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Game Day. Presented by DNR House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.
Good morning, football fans. Happy Thursday, and thank you for joining Vegas Nation for our back-to-back days of shows, getting you ready for the Raiders taking on the Los Angeles Chargers on Thursday Night Football. Allegiant Stadium was not treated to the most spectacular game in the world on Sunday, and you know the Raiders are looking to make up for that loss with a win over the Justin Herbertless Chargers. That's right, the Chargers star QB is out for the game with an injured finger, and Easton Stick will be at the helm. The Raiders, sitting at 5-8, will be looking to split the season series with LA and make sure they don't lose to two backups in 1 week. Now, the Raiders are quickly approaching the point of no return. At the moment, they're able to win out and still not make it to the postseason. But anything can happen on any given Sunday. We're going to bring in Raiders reporter Vinny Bonsignore now. And Vinny, the Raiders have a golden opportunity for a get-back game on a short week against a rival without their starter. But at this point in the season, do you get the sense that there is a lack of motivation in the locker room, especially after a loss like Sunday?
Yeah, no, I don't, and I give a lot of credit to leaders like Davante Adams, who we spoke to on Wednesday, and he talked about the importance of finishing it out strong. Maybe there still technically is something to play for because the Raiders are mathematically still alive, and as we saw in 2021, when they were almost in the same exact situation, where their playoff hopes were hovering around 1%. With 4 games left to play, they strung together 4 straight wins, got a lot of help elsewhere, and made the playoffs. There still is a hope and a prayer, and I don't expect any lack of professionalism or dedication, from this point forward. And also, there's guys that are playing for contracts as well. There's guys that are on one-year deals. There's guys that are on deals that are expiring. They want to put their best foot forward, put the best tape out there so that they can position themselves for a job next season somewhere, whether it's here or elsewhere.
Well, Vinny, star wideout Davante Adams talked about his motivation for the rest of the season. Let's hear from him now.
Well, the opportunity to still have our opportunity. It's not that window is not closed yet. But yes, we playing for our pride, for our name, on the back, the front, and all that. So it's a lot still to play for.
The focal point all season has been how inept the offense is. But if we flip the field real quick, Vinny, the defense is getting better each week. Is that enough to carry them to a win tonight against another backup quarterback?
Yeah, they've played some really good football on that side of the ball. They're the 9th-ranked defense in the NFL in terms of giving up points. But I tell you what, if you had said that the Raiders were going to be ranked there in terms of defense, they would have taken that all day and Sunday, and you would have thought that it probably would have put them in a serious playoff hunt, but obviously that's not the case. But no doubt they've gotten better on that side of the football field. And when you look at and projecting forward on this defense, there's a lot of guys that are coming back. So they're in a much better position moving forward. And I think that they want to continue to play good defense. Guys like Nate Hobbs, guys like Max Crosby, guys like Divine Diablo and Robert Spillane, they want to finish this season strong just to show that, that side of the ball at least is locked down.
Well, the defense continues to improve, and the offense is just not. There has been a bit of discussion on whether the Raiders will go back to Jimmy Garoppolo. Here's interim coach Antonio Pierce.
Yeah, we're still going through that process. Got a couple more hours, see how it's going. I've never said Aiden wasn't a starter. Let's say that first and foremost. You're asking me a question, I kind of just answered we're still evaluating. If there's a chance to get better, a chance to improve, a chance to put us in position to win, and we got to look at all the factors that go into that. Just making decisions based off media, a loss, a bad, ugly performance. That's not how you do things in the National Football League. That's not how you run business. Maybe other people do. AP doesn't, and the Raiders are not going to do that. We're going to do whatever it takes to put ourselves in position to win.
DNR House of Diamonds is Las Vegas's elite private office jeweler, the perfect bridge between internet pricing and a traditional brick-and-mortar jewelry store. We specialize in loose diamonds, natural and lab-grown, engagement rings, fashion jewelry, custom design, and jewelry repairs. We operate by appointment in our beautiful offices in the One Summerlin building, downtown Summerlin. Our great relationships with the world's largest diamond wholesalers and our low overhead saves you hundreds, if not thousands, on your purchase.
The Raiders return to Allegiant Stadium 4 days after one of the worst games that anybody has ever watched. The good news is, as they play the Chargers, it can't get much worse. It was tough to watch. It was tough to play in. A lot of players very understandably upset after the game on Sunday, and now they get another chance to bounce back against a divisional opponent that is also struggling. No Justin Herbert. He has been shut down for the season, and we'll see about some of their other star players who are also injured. But for the Raiders, probably time to start thinking about that themselves. My thoughts are, look, there's nothing to play for from here on out. In fact, losses probably benefit you in terms of your draft positioning. So why are some of your big stars participating in games down the stretch? Max Crosby's been dealing with a knee injury for months. No reason for him to be on the field. It's impossible to get him to sit a play out, but you might just want to shut him down for his own good. Josh Jacobs, what is the point of him being out there on the field? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, as well as he has battled through injuries and is probably not going to be able to do much anyway. Close to time to start shutting them down for the rest of the season. No reason to risk their long-term futures for a season that is going nowhere, and that's where the Raiders are right now. Still time to develop Aiden O'Connell, see if he's got the potential to be a backup at some point in the future. I think pretty much people have come to the conclusion he's not going to be the starter in the future, but for the rest of the guys, no reason to keep going with this. Let's see what the Raiders do in terms of managing their personnel, because Antonio Pierce is still coaching for a job, so we'll see how that plays out.
The Raiders season is quickly coming to an end with just a few games left after tonight. And over the last two shows, we've discussed player development and seeing what you've got in the young guys. One player who is seeing some growth, Tyree WIlson. Our Heidi Fang spoke with the Raiders' first-round pick about his rookie season.
The season has had its highs and lows, but I continue to come to work and try to do the best thing and get better, work on my craft, and help my teammates win games and reach their goals. At the beginning of the season, I was not comfortable in the stances, and that's something that I worked on with my coach, and he got me better at. Coach AP's been coaching me since the day I got here. He's been the same person. When he was a linebackers coach, now as a head coach, just now he got to manage more people, and he still motivates me and coaches me, and gonna be hard on me to get me to the level that I'm supposed to be at. You got a lot of great vets in the room, that care about the young guys. So really just asking questions and developing technique and being able to read certain things to get the edge on defenders and just make plays.
And that'll do it for this edition of Vegas Nation Game Day. For all the fast takes and smart coverage from tonight's game, check out vegasnation.com. For the rest of our crew, I'm Leandre Fox, and we'll see you next week for Vegas Nation Blitz.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Game Day. Presented by DNR House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.